Hey, what's going on, everybody? Back with you live in the studio. JT here with you, Studio 10-4 live on a Wednesday afternoon, earlier than normal today because we kind of have a scheduling thing we have to deal with. At least I have to deal with right now. So we'll get in a little bit of information, some news updates, and share what's going on out there with you. Hopefully, if you don't get me now live, you'll be able to check it out on the playback and watch at your leisure. So, hope everybody had a good weekend, busy weekend in our truck show world. That's for sure. There was a lot going on, and been it's just in fact it's just been busy every weekend pretty much since Mid America, and it's just nonstop and doesn't look like it's going to slow down any. So, plenty of shows coming up in the future. In our world, of course, our new magazine's out, and with that, we also have an updated website, and the website looks fantastic. By the way, if you go to the website, and I know you do, be sure and check out all the articles in there. I mean, there's nuggets of information spread all around on 104magazine.com. You might have a tuning issue or something that you can't figure out why it's going the way it is, and here's the guy that might be able to fix that and answer those questions for you. That's Bruce Mallinson from Pittsburgh Power. So give Bruce a look, and always check out his articles that he puts together, and they are from, I think, end to end, bumper to bumper, uh, side by side, and everything in between. So could be performance, could be fuel mileage, uh, could be talking about that. I haven't read it yet, but it caught my attention because it said retire from trucking. Who retires from trucking? But if that day is somewhere near your horizon, and you're seeing it through the windshield coming at you, maybe this is for you. But either way, I'm sure that Bruce has got words of advice that'll be valuable for you no matter what. Plenty of other good stuff in here too, of course. If you haven't really looked around at the website and noticed when you scroll down at the bottom, of course, depending on what you're looking at it on too, it makes a lot of difference on how you see it versus what we're looking at right now. But the this is the desktop version, and I like the way it looks. John and Kim, of course, putting it out. Always a warrior this month. Dennis talking about safety blitz or not, and there's seemingly always some kind of a safety blitz going on or some kind of deal. I don't know how many of you guys follow uh, the CHP on social media. Man, they really have just gone all in. And incidentally, guys out here in California, and I talk about the CHP, California Highway Patrol. In California, there must have been a big, huge infusion of money into California Highway Patrol because they've opened up the new coop up there in Red Bluff area, um, and that's on the southbound side of Highway 5. That is open and running, open for business. All the new patrol cars that they've got out, the specially marked vehicles that they've got out there. In case you guys haven't heard or seen anything about that, they're Dodge Durangos, 2024, 25 Dodge Durangos. They're gray, and they have a less noticeable graphic on the doors, and no bars, no lights, no nothing. And unless you are ready to look for that, you're not going to see it, and he will find you. And these things are everywhere. There's been no county I think of that's been excluded from one of these new vehicles, and they're doing what they're out there to do. And honestly, you know what, man, I'm all about it. I'm for it because there's the since COVID, and I don't know why it is, but just since COVID, the rules of the road and how people drive have changed. It's the worst it's ever been. And I'm glad they're going to do something about it, at least in California. Roads up here in the Pacific Northwest, not too bad, depending on what road you're on. Let's talk about the highways. So, most of the highways they're pretty good. Highway 5 being probably the biggest one to go through here. But some of the other, roads, man, I don't know. They're pretty, the one I live on right now, very dangerous, and that's the Redwood Highway 199. And it's a very dangerous road. A couple months back, a friend of ours up here that real nice guy, just on his way to play golf on a Sunday morning, um, got an accident, didn't get taken out in the accident. Later on, 2 weeks or 10 days, something like that, he passed away. And it happens all the time out here on this highway. It's a really, really dangerous highway, and it's due to the way people drive. Uh, Met one of our local stadies out here, on business, not on anything else. No, my business, not his business. But real nice guy, young trooper, and we talked for a while about things, and he's the guy that handles this area. And yeah, he's in total agreement. It is troublesome out here, and you got to be careful. But back in California, if you haven't noticed, and I hope you do, before you get noticed by them, look for these gray Dodge Durangos out there. They're out there doing their deal, and you just got to be a little more alert. I mean, the best thing to do really is to stay within the parameters of they won't mess with you. Stay under the speed limit or anything close to it at this point, man. I mean, there's people out there that the normal speed limit in I-5 and in a lot of the areas is 70 miles an hour. Where I drive from, say, Bakersfield to where I live up here. And in California, however, 70 miles an hour, you could be doing 80 and they don't even seem to blink, man. They don't flinch, because everybody's doing 80. So how do what do? You just pick one, I guess. I suppose you could and give them a ticket, but it seems that they kind of, these Durangos were put out there to get the bad guys, really the worst of the worst, off the road. So uh, they're going to do something that has needed to be done for a while, and that's kind of thin the herd a bit in a way that let people know you need to slow down, you don't not drive like a fool, and get back to business, and be responsible. But like I said, since COVID, I don't know what happened, man, but COVID hit, and it was just a weird change. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not, but it really has. Want to say howdy to folks out there. I got a lot of people tuning in. Nobody's commenting. You guys are there. I know you're there because I got a counter on my end that tells me there's people there. So and then a bunch of you just went away. Scared you, huh? So drop a howdy for me, and that way I know you're there, but or who you are that's there. And if you don't comment, then I don't know who you are, and you're just kind of voyeurs at this point. Anyway, while I'm talking about California, we had a truck show just a little bit ago down there called Trucking for Kids, and that show was a lot of fun this year. A brand new location, and it was at the Famoso Drag Strip in Bakersfield, California. And if you go to the website and look under shows, the show reports, there it is right there. Here's the show report for Trucking for Kids. The whole story of most of what went on down there, probably, well, actually, I read it already. So pretty much everything that went on, but just a bunch of pictures for you to go in and check out. Come back here. My mouse is out of control. What's going on there? Lots of pics, and man, look at this one here. You got the overhead. There was 250 trucks down there at this show, and you know it looks, when you see it in this drone shot, it's nice, it's pretty neat, and there's a lot more room for a lot more trucks. So our feeling is on this one, we're definitely going to be filling in the asphalt as time goes by on this one, because word's out, Famoso's a badass track, and it is a cool place for a truck show. Dan and Shan on the road. Yeah, guys. Hi, and how are you? And Thanks for saying howdy, Shannon. I appreciate that. Uh, Not only is there room for more trucks here, there's more room for the race trucks. And then down over here on this end, if I've got myself orientated right. Yeah, I do. So beyond this point is where all the RVs were. Hey, Dale, how's it going, man? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I know I missed you too, and everybody, and I'll talk about that in a minute. Um, but the RV, gang, man, they showed up. I think there was like 75 RVs camped out over the weekend. In fact, here we go. There you go. So here's all the RV guys down here. Um, I mean, there's a pretty good shot, and during a time when there's some folks there. So you guys check it out, 10-4magazine.com, of course, and check out this month's show reports. This is for Trucking for Kids, and it's a good one. Lots of photos, and of course, there's Mark. Man, that guy shows up, and it just always works out. Over on our TikTok, he's done real well, man. 4,600 views on his truck doing his burnout there at Famoso. Pretty good there, Mark. You got a following, buddy. It looks like people like you. So anyway, glad to be able to share that with you guys. So get on over to the website, check out all the updates, everything that is brand new for June, including, of course, our June cover. All right. Yeah. So this last weekend, I heard it was a pretty decent turnout up there. It was hot. People stuck it out, showed up. Hey, Darren, thanks, buddy. Yeah, everything's good, man. Everything's good. Uh, I think there was maybe 100 trucks. I don't know spectators yet. Haven't heard all about that, but looks like it, and it sounds like it was a good deal, good show. Everybody had a good time. And I hope that everything works out there for our good buddy Frenchie, and that they're able to get all their bills paid for it, and then make some money to help take care of his bills during the year. That was the whole purpose of it, was to try to do a little fundraising there for our guy Frenchie. So um, I was in the process of, and still am in the process of, uh, packing up a house and moving, and it's not just packing a house; it's packing what I'm not taking, that I'm going to put into my new home, my RV that I'm going to be living in. And it's crazy how much stuff you can fit in this thing. I'm surprised. I was really kind of like, wow, I'm not going to have enough room. And amazingly enough, man, I'll tell you, I've gotten pretty much everything I want in there, and I still have room. So that's the good news. Now this, I'm sitting in my studio still, and I haven't moved that out there yet. But that's got its own place set and everything for me to move into. The desk is already out there, and all I need to do is bring my monitors and computer and all the good stuff in there. And I will have a different backdrop too, but we'll get that handled, and it'll be a new look for Studio 10-4 Live, which reminds me, there is another new look for Studio 10-4 Live. If you haven't noticed, and I didn't until Dan pointed it out, because I wasn't looking for it, I was looking for other stuff. How about that? Studio 10-4 Live on 10-4magazine.com has a tab. At this point, the tab is just giving you a coming soon, because it will. I'm not talking tomorrow or next week, but soon we will have Studio 10-4 Live. Will have its own domain that will exist on 10-4magazine.com, and it will be able to, in some cases, we will actually live stream direct to Studio 10-4 Live. The idea is to give us a place where we can thrive and dwell, and share all of our live stuff, as well as some other things that I've got in mind to put in play for you guys. And once I get this move behind me and get settled, and everything is kind of going back into a normal mode, bandwidth is increased, as I like to say. We'll get this stuff done and get this thing happening, and it's going to be exciting to see it. Facebook, has got big changes going on right now. Their live storage capacity is changed, so they will not be hosting the live streams forever like they used to. In fact, the 20th of this month or the 26th, something like that of this month, all of the previous lives before February are going to be gone. And that goes back to the life of the page of live streaming starting out back in 2017, 2016 when we initially started doing the live streams. But anyway, so check that out. Keep your eye on that, and we'll let you know as we get it developed. But the policy has changed, and that goes for you guys personally too. You know, your live streams that you have on your personal timelines out there on Facebook. If before a certain date, February, I think it is, of this year, they'll be gone. You should have gotten notified by now. I'm pretty sure everybody's gotten the notification, and the process has changed. Now, YouTube still hosting all of our stuff forever, apparently, until they tell us they're not. But I think YouTube, this is kind of their lane. You know, if when it comes to video and that's what YouTube is all about. Facebook is always trying to be everything to everyone, and in doing so, sometimes you have sacrifices that get made, and this is one of them. So they're giving up the storage space, and they're going to do whatever they're going to do, which I believe probably the reason why it has to deal with AI, the insertion of it, and so much of it, as well as needing the space, the space to do that, and AI takes up a lot of space and a lot of energy. Also, just cleaning out their archives. You know, they figure they need the room to grow and focus on other things, and their virtual model that they have, which is Meta, the goggles and the gaming and the stuff that they're doing with that. That's another factor into it as well. So anyway, we're going to stick around and try to provide you a platform on our website to do some things that we haven't been able to do yet, have a little more control over it, and bring a little better quality of programming in as well. So look forward to doing that. In our immediate radar of shows that are going to be coming up and people are going to be at this coming weekend. In fact, I'm going to bring the calendar just to briefly show you guys on the calendar what's going on. And only a couple of shows we're going to talk about. One of them is the ATHS National that's going on, and that is in Madison, Wisconsin this weekend. Our Eric Hill will be at that show. Upcoming as well, same weekend, and the Sunflower Classic in Kansas. We are a sponsor of that show. And our own contributor, the Diesel Addict, Stephanie Haas, will be there, and she'll be around doing some 10-4 magazine business, covering the show, taking pictures, and capturing some stories and content. That's another one that's a good show. Wheel Jam's going to be going on, and I mean, bam, bam, bam. All these shows are the same weekend. Now, again, you know, different areas of the country, depending on where you're at, it's going to dictate where you're going to go, you know, during the weekend. So whatever you end up doing, wherever you're at, depends on where you are at. But have fun doing whatever it is. Further down the road coming up is the Southern Idaho show. And that one is towards the end of the month, June 27th to 28th. And Dan and Shan will be going to that one. All right. Listen, guys, I didn't have a big thing planned for you because for what I am dealing with right now, which is the moving deal, I am deep in it, and I got a lot more to finish to get this thing done. So I'm cutting the short and just coming in early, and I've got a whole rest of the afternoon and tonight to work on some stuff and get it done because we got a big loadout going on tomorrow. All right, listen, it's been fun. Look forward to seeing you guys around. And anytime you're looking to find out information, truck shows, go to our website. We've got our calendar right there. Click on the tab, and that'll take you right into this page that I always go to and scroll around on and share all the upcoming shows or current shows that are going on. So hope everybody had a good time last weekend at all the different shows you were at. Dale, of course, and all the folks that were out in Red Bluff there at the NorCal Spring Fling, and all the upcoming shows out there. Be sure and have yourself fun. Stay safe. One more thing I want to mention too. This came across my screen earlier today. Let me see here. Doggone Facebook updated it on me, and I didn't want that to be done. Let me go bring it back up. But there it is. So I guess there was a real bad accident up in Washington State, and our good friend with J&L Contracting, John Fearborn, was in the accident, and fortunately, um, I guess came out unscathed. I'd love to talk to John, so we'll probably have to catch up with John. He usually tunes in and watches the show on Wednesdays, but again, Wednesday at 5 o'clock. So we're early today, and we'll catch up with him and find out exactly what happened. But it was a dust storm, zero visibility, and it was one of those deals where you got a dust storm or a fog bank, whatever you run into, and then all of a sudden there's people, and that was kind of the case here. And luckily, John was alert and stayed safe and didn't hit anybody and hurt himself or anyone else. So thanks, John, for being so alert and watching what you're doing there. You got a good one, Jamie. Hang on to John. Also want to shout out to our gal pal Ingrid Brown. Ingrid is on another show right now, if I'm not mistaken, on Sirius XM. So we're going to get Ingrid on the show, I hope, next week. She's been out and about, and I mean all over the place, from coast to coast pretty much, participating in truck shows, and I'd love to get her take on some of what's been going on. Another big show that went on, congrats to our guy Rico, came in second runner-up, or first runner-up, I think, for Shell Rotella Super Rigs. So Rico, way to go, buddy. That truck just keeps on doing it, man. All the trucks and all the competitors, congratulations to all you guys. Good job. I know everybody that participates in that particular show for the calendar. That's a big deal to a lot of you. And not that it's not here. I'm just saying I'm acknowledging what you guys have done to be there and get there, and to place and get on the calendar. Congratulations to you. All right, listen, all, take care. I will try to check in with you on Friday. Won't be back for our throwback Big Rig Thursday tomorrow. Going to skip that, and along with Dan and Shan and myself, we're all kind of a little bit worn out from whether it's truck shows, moving, a new magazine that comes out, all these things above. We all have our part in it, and it's time for me to go do more of what I've been doing, and that's get moved. Dan and Shan are taking a couple of days to catch their breath and some live music and have some fun. So you guys take care and enjoy yourselves, and we'll be back here soon enough, though, for you guys, okay? Keep the shiny side up as always. Stay safe, and we'll be back soon. Take care, guys.